Selena Gomez is once again proving that when it comes to love, she doesn't hesitate to stand by her man. And this time, it's all unfolding in the middle of a viral storm over Benny Blanco's appearance that nobody saw coming. What started as a casual podcast moment quickly spiraled into one of the internet's most talked about celebrity debates, and instead of staying silent, Selena chose to respond in the most Selena way possible, with affection, loyalty, and a public declaration of love that has everyone talking. In late February 2026, Benny Blanco launched the debut episode of his brand new podcast, stepping into a more personal, unfiltered space where fans could see him beyond the music producer persona. Known for producing massive hits for artists like Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Katy Perry, and of course, Selena herself, Benny has always been respected in the industry. But podcasts are different. They're raw, they're unscripted, and sometimes they show more than intended. During the episode, viewers quickly became distracted, not by the conversation, not by the humor, not by the insights into his career, but by something far more unexpected. Clips began circulating online, pointing out that Benny appeared barefoot, with noticeably dirty feet visible on camera. It didn't stop there. A candid, unfiltered moment during the episode also sparked commentary that labeled the appearance as messy, unhygienic, and too real for some viewers. Within hours, social media platforms lit up. X, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you looked, there were screenshots, reaction videos, memes, and heated takes. Some fans brushed it off as harmless and even refreshing, saying it showed he wasn't obsessed with image. Others, however, were ruthless. Comments flooded in questioning his hygiene, his presentation, and in extreme cases, even his relationship with Selena. And that's where things took a dramatic turn. Instead of ignoring the noise, Selena Gomez stepped forward with a simple but powerful message. On Instagram stories, she posted a sweet, affectionate clip of herself kissing Benny, captioned with words that instantly shifted the narrative. She said she falls more in love with him every day. No defensiveness, no explanation, just love. That post alone sent a message louder than any viral tweet ever could. To understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to look at Selena and Benny's relationship timeline. The two had been collaborators in music long before they were romantically linked. Benny was part of some of Selena's creative journey behind the scenes, but their romantic relationship didn't become public until 2023. When it did, fans were surprised. Some were supportive, some were skeptical, and some simply didn't see it coming. Yet, as months went on, their relationship appeared steady and grounded. They shared glimpses of quiet dinners, studio sessions, inside jokes, and intimate moments that felt far removed from the flashy Hollywood aesthetic. Benny wasn't the polished pop star type. He wasn't the red carpet prince. He was quirky, casual, sometimes chaotic, and seemingly deeply devoted to Selena. By late 2025, the couple had taken a major step, reportedly tying the knot in a private ceremony surrounded by close friends and family. It wasn't a media circus. It wasn't a spectacle. It was intimate. That decision alone signaled something different about this chapter of Selena's life. After years of public heartbreak, high-profile relationships, and intense scrutiny, she seemed to choose something quieter, something steadier. And that's why the podcast moment became more than just a hygiene debate. For years, Selena has been under a microscope. From her Disney Channel beginnings to her chart-topping music career, from her acting projects to her mental health advocacy, she's experienced relentless commentary about her appearance, her relationships, her health, and her choices. She's spoken openly about lupus, kidney transplant surgery, anxiety, bipolar diagnosis, and the toll of social media pressure. So when the internet began nitpicking her husband's feet, fans immediately connected the dots. This wasn't just about cleanliness. It was about how the internet treats people. It was about how quickly narratives spiral. And it was about whether Selena would distance herself or double down. She doubled down. Public reactions split into camps. Supporters praised her loyalty. They called it refreshing to see a celebrity wife publicly defend her husband without being prompted. They admired the fact that she didn't apologize for him or attempt to spin the situation. She simply showed affection, which in itself felt like a quiet rebellion against online cruelty. Critics, however, continued dissecting the moment. Some argued that public figures should maintain a certain standard. Others insisted it was all blown out of proportion. Reaction videos dissected every frame of the podcast clip. Commentary channels debated whether it was intentional branding, perhaps of messy genius persona, or just an oversight in production. What makes this situation even more interesting is Benny Blanco's personality. He's never positioned himself as a polished, ultra-refined celebrity. He's known in the industry as a creative mind first, someone more comfortable in a studio than a spotlight. His humor is dry, his style is relaxed. He's the kind of producer who values authenticity over aesthetics. So for some fans, the dirty feet debate almost reinforced that persona. They argued it showed he wasn't trying to curate a fake image. In a world where celebrities are often hyper-styled, hyper-filtered, and hyper-managed, seeing someone unpolished felt oddly human. But in today's internet culture, humanity can quickly become controversy. Memes multiplied, headlines amplified the story, discussions shifted from hygiene to compatibility. People speculated about Selena's standards, her happiness, even her taste in partners. And through all of it, Selena remained calm, continuing to post normally, promoting her projects, and occasionally sharing affectionate glimpses of her life with Benny. This moment also comes during a strong career phase for Selena. Her beauty brand continues to thrive. Her acting projects have earned praise. Her music remains influential. She has carefully built a brand centered around vulnerability and empowerment. And in many ways, this situation aligned with that brand, choosing love over image, choosing authenticity over perfection. There's also a deeper layer to why this story gained traction. Fans still hold strong emotional attachments to Selena's past relationships. Years after her most famous romance, comparisons still surface. Every new partner faces scrutiny. Every public moment gets measured against history. So when this podcast clip surfaced, some critics weren't just reacting to dirty feet. They were reacting to the idea that this is the man Selena chose. That underlying bias fueled part of the conversation. Yet Selena's message cut through that noise. By saying she falls more in love every day, she reframed the narrative. Instead of focusing on surface details, she emphasized emotional connection. Instead of reacting defensively, she projected confidence. And that confidence may be the strongest statement of all. The internet thrives on outrage cycles. Today it's dirty feet, tomorrow it's something else. But the way celebrities respond can shape the longevity of those cycles. By responding with affection rather than argument, Selena effectively shortened the lifespan of the controversy. And if you look at broader celebrity culture trends, authenticity is increasingly valued. Audiences are fatigued by perfection. They're skeptical of overmanaged images. So, ironically, the very thing critics attacked may end up strengthening Benny's relatability. At the same time, it raises questions about boundaries in digital spaces. Podcasts are intimate. Cameras capture everything. Should there be more awareness of visual presentation, or is that expectation rooted in unrealistic standards placed on public figures? For Selena and Benny, the answer seems clear. Their focus appears to be on their relationship, not the noise. Sources close to the couple have long described their dynamic as supportive and playful. They reportedly bond over music, food, humor, and late-night creative sessions. Friends have described Benny as someone who makes Selena laugh, something she has openly valued in partners. Laughter, comfort, and safety are themes she's emphasized in interviews over the years. After navigating intense public relationships and media storms, she has spoken about wanting something grounded. If anything, this viral moment tested that grounding, and her public response suggested stability rather than strain. It's also worth noting how quickly narratives can escalate. What may have been a minor oversight turned into trending hashtags and international headlines. That's the power and danger of virality. But in the middle of it all, there's a simple truth. Relationships are built on more than optics, and Selena chose to make that clear. Whether this becomes a forgotten footnote or a long-running meme, it has already highlighted something significant about celebrity culture in 2026. Authenticity is messy, and love in the spotlight requires thick skin. As fans continue to debate and clips continue circulating, Selena and Benny appear unbothered, continuing their projects, their appearances, and their life together. And perhaps that's the real takeaway. In an era where every detail can become content, choosing love publicly, especially when it's inconvenient, is its own kind of statement. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.